How's everybody doing? Great. Okay, we ready? All right. It's been a busy time, as you can imagine. We had some bowl practices last week that we were really working good against good. Coaches went out and finished up some recruiting and got back at it today with our first practice on Clemson. So much like we've done in the past, we will have basically 2 weeks to prepare here. A Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday, and then another a Monday, Tuesday, and a Wednesday, and try to be pretty much game ready by the time we leave here to go to the to our break and then to the bowl. So just starting our prep on Clemson. Obviously a very good football team, very consistent. They've been winners and won a lot of games for a lot of years. So credit Dabo and his staff. Very talented football team. You look at them and they are a team built like just about everybody we see in the SEC. Very talented, very physical, very good team. And me personally just starting to dive into them because I've been pretty much all over the place and on the run. Still managing our team, our roster, and recruiting the portal and recruiting high school guys. So it's been a crazy busy time, but always exciting and keeping you on your toes. So good to get out there today, and blessed with a beautiful day for December for us to get out there and have a great practice today. So just getting back into it as far as the practice, and went really well. So excited about this opportunity.
Has anything in the portal surprised you so far? Were there any departures that you weren't anticipating?
No, nothing. Maybe a couple. And we're working through a couple also, not completely shut down. You know what I mean? There's been great communication there, both ways. As I mentioned before, a lot of times there's mutual, and then some that are clearly not. That you try to continue to work through or fight for and recruit back. You know what I mean? And so, not totally done yet with all that, but I feel very good about our additions, and not quite done there as well. So we'll continue to work on that.
You mentioned that some of those portal guys would stay for the bowl. Do you have a feel for how many of those guys are here now?
Yeah, I can't even dive into all that right now. We had graduation today, so there's really skeleton. We're just I'm just getting my feet on the ground. It would kind of be reckless of me to talk about specific individuals right now on that.
You said today went well, but what was kind of the mentality of the guys out there just to get back out there?
The guys have been great. They were great last week. They were great now. I think you give them a couple of days off, and they had some time, for finals while the coaches were recruiting. They had a player-led practice that they did a great job with, and just to make sure they're keeping active and keeping some football movements, and they're very high energy and very, very good focus. So it was fun.
Is there anything that you ever have to do to amp up guys, after the season ends between now and the bowl game? Do you ever have to do things, and are you not having to do it with this group?
No, I definitely have not had to this point. I want them to understand that anytime we take the field, it's their opportunity to get better, to improve. I want them to enjoy the experience. It's like the last thing. It's not my mentality to have them despise going out there and beat the heck out of their bodies and just not feel like that they enjoy it. But obviously there's work that has to go in. We talked about it. We talked about it prior to our last game. I told them on that Friday, probably Saturday of. Our last two games, there's 2 games of the year that you're going to walk off the field with a trophy or not. And believe me, there's a big difference in how you feel. We took care of one, and we want to take care of the other one, because walking off the field on a bowl game with a trophy or without is a much different feeling. So we want to put in that work, but I like, they have to fundamentally get better. We want to get better as a football player every time we take the field. We got to, get prepared for Clemson, and we want to win this game. But again, I like doing it in a way where they enjoy what they're doing, and the time we're here try to mix in some fun for these guys.
There's that school of thought that the team that really wants to be there the most often plays well in the bowl game. That's kind of a consistent thread with your teams here.
Yeah, I really like this group. I've said it all year. I like this team. I really enjoyed coaching this team, even through the ups and through the downs. That's what you enjoy that challenge. I've been consistent with that, and that hasn't changed. Since the end of the year. It was a good way to end the regular season, and I've enjoyed the prep so far with them. They've been a lot of fun to be around.
Mark, are you close on the receivers coach hire, or are you just pushing that until after the bowl game?
Working on it.
How much over the next 2 weeks are you going to try to get some of those younger guys some more reps?
They've been getting it. I think towards the end of the year. I mean, just knowing that you could go into the bowl game with playing these guys and not counting, and we don't have too many that are on that number, between 4 and 5 anyway. But I think that's a smart rule to let those guys play and not count against them. We've been trying to get them some reps anyway, always looking forward and getting them ready. So we'll see.
You go through 3 months of basically every single week just zoned in one opponent and preparing each week. When you have a few weeks like this to kind of just step back, do you think anything different about your team, like what they need to do well to go out there and win that game? When you kind of just take a step back.
There's been, you're talking to the wrong guy. There's been no stepping back.
Right.
I mean, my feet haven't hit the ground since Louisville. I mean, really. I mean, they haven't. So I've been probably as much multitasking, if you will, that I ever have in my life, probably in the last 2 weeks. So, I mean, I haven't had that moment yet.
Mark, since the last time we talked to you, Ray said he was going to play in the game. Can you tell that gives your guys a boost a little bit?
I mean, I think our guys independently, I mean, I'm sure they welcome Ray and want him to be a part of it. I think it says a lot about Ray. It says a lot about our team. There's other guys, that are in the same boat that maybe have NFL opportunities and that are playing. And so, again, it doesn't surprise me. It's a really good group of guys, good team.
With Clemson having so many guys opt out, especially on the defensive side of the ball, or secondary, does that change how you scout them?
No, I mean, I wanted Liam and Brad to have a couple days in the office this week and get game planning, and they have. I haven't, had that opportunity yet. And they'll get me up to breast here and keep me up to informed here this weekend, and I'll get caught up, on Clemson. But they haven't had head start on it, which they needed to, because we're out there practicing on today. So.
Mark, how much more do you want to add to this high school class before Wednesday, or do you feel good with where you're at?
I feel good with where we're at, but I mean, we're always looking for good players. I think, the portal certainly changes things, and knowing that you have multiple opportunities and times, and there's guys that are in the portal right after the last game. There's guys that go in the portal after the bowl game. There's guys that go in the portal in the spring, and so at least it gives you, even as challenging as it is for all of us, at least it gives us the opportunity to address needs at different times. Thank you all. Yep, take care.